Buenas and half a day, Guahu si Jesse Cadahay, and I'm here again with a new episode of Guam Talks Pop Culture. And so today I'm going to show you a few of my action figures that I collected. Most of them are more for building characters, but also the characters themselves are very awesome. And so I want to share some of the characters that I have and their first appearances on comics. Now, with most of these characters that I enjoy, the first introduction to them were in comic books. Comic books back in those days weren't so popular, and so a lot of people don't even know some of these characters or how cool they are. Only what they see on TV or in theaters. So, I just wanted to give you a short intro to some of my cool characters that I have and where I first saw them. So the first character I want to show you is Maggot. Now, Maggot is a very interesting character. He has these worms that go around him and do his dirty work. And so he was first seen in Uncanny X-Men 345. And what's cool about it is that he is in the cover. So he's not only a first appearance, but a first appearance on cover for Maggot. Um, just the way he looks, the way they make him portrayed in the comic books, makes him one of those cool characters that looks like a mutant, but is still cool. Now, the next character I want to talk about is Titania. Titania was introduced in the She-Hulk Disney Plus series, and so I always wondered, and I didn't realize I had the issue, but she was first done in Secret Wars 3. And so you wouldn't notice through the cover, that she was the first appearance here, but she and Volcana were both introduced from this issue. And so she is kind of like a powerhouse. She has fought with the Hulk. She is and She-Hulk. So she is one of those characters that is the brawn of any group when they talk about those things. Now, the next character I want to show you is Crossbones. Now, Crossbones is one of those characters that looks cool by itself. I mean, he has a mask, he has the crossbones on his chest, okay? He's always fighting Captain America, and we find out the reason why. And he was also in Civil War for a few, is that he was introduced in Captain America, the Bloodstone Saga. So the first two issues prior to his first full appearance, you see him like on a tree looking out to a jet where Captain America is, or you just in a boat. And so this is his first cameo appearance on Captain America 359. And so I always thought he was a cool character, kind of reminded me of the Punisher. And so having a bad version of him kind of like made me feel like, he's pretty cool. Even the Bane character in DC kind of reminds me of him. So he's one of those characters that's pretty cool. Wish they could flesh him out a little more and have a cooler, perspective of him. But nevertheless, he's such a cool character. Now, this guy over here, you had to build with many other figures. One of them is Maggot. And this guy is part of a group of mercenaries called the Reapers. Now, the Reapers were introduced in Uncanny X-Men 229. And so he is one of the wild bunches. He's crazy. He's a cyborg. He goes after, mutants. He was being paid when he first was introduced to the X-Men and to us. And so he was one of those cool characters that you never thought you would have a figure of, but they made them with a bath. So build a figure. So this is one of my favorite characters of them. You have Pretty Boy, and then you have Space, what's that? Bone Face. But this one over here is one of my favorite ones to show you. So coming down to the last two, I have Omega Red. Omega Red, if you see him in a lot of comic books, He was also in some animated ones. I think there was a Hulk versus Wolverine, and he is from the Weapon X project. He's Russian, and he was introduced in the X-Men comic number 4. And so this one over here, you can see the tentacles, you can see his hand, and so this one is the first appearance of Omega Red, and so another cool character. He's been showing up just as close as much as Sabretooth, and so he uses his tentacles to zap people with electricity or suck their powers from them. So a great character back in those days, and so this is one of those ones that I have. So all these ones all are pretty much villains, and some of the villains turn to heroes. And so my last character is Warpath. Now this Warpath is the second one. His older brother, I believe James Proudstar, was in the first incarnation of the new X-Men with Wolverine, Storm, and then we had Warpath. Unfortunately, he died in like the third issue, I think number 95, when he sacrificed himself. And so they thought he was a really cool character, and they couldn't bring him back. So they made his younger brother John the new Warpath. And so the first time I saw him, he was in New Mutants 100. And so I started looking and through it. He joined X-Force and just got cooler and cooler. And so his first appearance was in the New Mutants 16. And so in here, he is a villain at the beginning. He is in a group called the Hellions, run by Emma Frost. And so he was introduced because of the New Mutants trying to join the Hellions. And so once they put him into it, it was Liefeld that made him a part of the X-Force. And he just blew up in terms of popularity. So these are some of my comic book favorite characters. And I have their action figures with me, and so I wanted to share them with you. And that most of these came before the action figures. So I've read a lot of comics. I thought these were really cool characters, and when they came out as action figures, they made me one happy camper. So again, thank you for watching this video. If you want more, if you like these contents, give me a like, and then I'll probably create more content on these, on other characters or comic books that I have with these characters, whether it be the first appearance or key appearances in comics. So again, thank you for watching. Suzuis Maasi, and see you later.